Once upon a time, there was a man who loved to sail the ocean. It was his calling. He would go out on fishing boats, crabbing expeditions, and sometimes he would just take his own boat and go out onto the ocean for days on end, alone. In the night or day, sunset, sundown, he loved the feeling of looking in every direction and seeing ocean only and not a single soul. This was his solace, his solitude, his serenity. One day, he met a girl and he told her to come out on the water with him. He wanted to show her what it felt like to look around in every direction and see water. But she was afraid. You see, this girl lived in the village and she felt that this man was somehow taking her away from all of that. Like if she went with him on the water, maybe she would love it. Maybe she would want to spend more time with this man. And this man was alone. It would take her away from the villagers to be with him. And so he serenaded her. He did all the things a man's supposed to do to get a girl to come over to his side. He bought her things, took her out, and eventually he said, "Okay, I'll come with you." And it was once they were out, deep on the water, with no one in sight, she was able to see where this man's longing for such solitude came from. She recognized the beauty in the feeling of being alone, of having nothing to do. And she no longer wanted to be a part of the village. And the thing that she was afraid of came true, but it wasn't as scary anymore. She wanted to be alone. The end. So my plan is to find serenity. Right now, a house goes for like what, 600K, right? There's no way I'm gonna buy a house. What you can buy is you can buy a plot of land, like 20 acres in Alaska for 25K, right? Just a percentage of what a house costs. And you can put a tiny home down for like what, 30K. Dude, so total 60K versus 600K. So that's my plan, is to put down a tiny home on a piece of land that I purchased and live there alone, self-sustainably. And I'd like to have multiple of these little properties, a couple of them in America, maybe 3 in America. Well, I think Colorado, West Virginia, and then Alaska. And then if I gather resources in my life and I have the opportunity to put properties in other countries, I will. Namely Wales and Russia. Those are the 2 I'd really like to have these plots of land with a tiny home on. Once I have a plot of land and a tiny home on it, then that's when I start constructing a little house and all of the things needed to be self-sustainable, like a fence for the goats and a coop for the chickens and a greenhouse and a pond for tilapia. All these little things that make life sustainable for someone alone. And I want to be alone, and I want to be alone with my wife. I don't want any more of the world to corrupt us. And I think that if a girl was able to let go of what society wants from her and join me in this solo venture, in that thing that she's scared of leaving the village, of no longer being seen, that scary thing will become what she wants and what she knows is true solitude.